So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They'll toss it to Miller. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Check. 124, 26.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Watson under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Josh Allen in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
31. Mike Spopo. Ball shot. Ball back for the offense. Let's go. 44. Mike.
3rd and long. It's Watson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it. But it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. No one attempted or made more field goals than Fairbairn last year. He was 37 of 42.
And they were grateful for every one of those that put 3 points on the board. I'll guarantee you Bill O'Brien, the head coach, is thinking to himself, we need to use him a lot less in 2019. Let's make sure we score some more touchdowns.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go. 60 outlaw. Bravo. Go. Get it.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. Jacksonville 1st down on a pickup of 17. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Minshew 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack.
J.J. Watt, a loss of 9 on the sack.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Go.
Minshew sets to throw. Here as he's taken down. Whitney Merciless barreling in for the sack.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Here's Minshew. Fighting to stay upright. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
That's pulled in at the 32. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field.
It's caught inside the 25. The Clemson connection. Watson to Hopkins for a big one, and even 40 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. On 2nd and 9. Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the first quarter, as that's a 1st down.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Listen, 19, 44, come on. 85.
They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Watson stepping up, and this results in 6. Touchdown. Deshaun Watson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
They go with Leonard Fournette, 3rd-year back from LSU. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
44. Y'all not ready. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Hey, 59. 59, 59.
After the interception, here's Watson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Now Watson throwing on 3rd and long. Going deep for... That's caught inside the 20. A gain of 39 that time. Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
I'm plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They'll run it. Here's Hyde. And Hyde will not get there as they force him to the ground shy of the marker. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Running for it. Here's Hyde. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Carlos Hyde, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Texans push further out in front. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Looking to throw it. Minshew. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On the ready.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. They're connecting here with DJ Shark. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Fournette running out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he fires one that's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because...
And this is going to be intercepted. picked by Ronnie Harrison. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Hey, Charlie.
Off play action, it's Minshew. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now Minshew. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. This is taken at about the 14. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And a catch made by Hopkins. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. This is Miller. Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop. From the 41, Watson. And this one grabbed by Darren Fells. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 43. On first down, Watson. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. This quarterback now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And down right around the 37. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Whitney merciless picks up his second sack of the afternoon. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. They'll set up a throw. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. Look at me. Zip 5.
Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. So on 4th down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make him punt it. On is Josh Lambo now for the Jaguar field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. The kick by Lambeau is good. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Man, I got you. He's coming. Come on,
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. Lamar Miller, the 40, 20, 10, and he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Under 10. Check 3.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Looking to throw. The catch made by James O'Shaughnessy, the tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. This quarterback now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. Now Leonard Fournette. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Flushed out right, and he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Hey. High 7.
He'll drop to throw. This one complete to the tight end, O'Shaughnessy. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. They create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Go.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
Now.
On 4th down, Minshew. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Texans defense stands tall. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we're going to get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities because they've been sputtering a little bit.
Absolutely. At this stage in the second half to get there and not. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. He is a difference maker at the linebacker position. He had a pick six last year, remember it, but it's different for those guys, isn't it, than a corner or a safety?
It certainly is, because sometimes they're pattern reading, seeing what the receivers are doing. Sometimes they're spot dropping, just getting to a place on the field and finding the quarterback and going to the ball. But remember this, these linebackers, at one time in their life, a lot of them were running backs, and they love having the ball back in their hands and making big moves towards the end zone.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. On 2nd and 9, Watson. And this will complete to Will Fuller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Check. Undercross. 54.
10th carry now for Lamar Miller. Calais Campbell on the stop.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the 45-yard line.
Mike, 44. Cut. 44. Let's go.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Watson. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, box truck. Yep.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Whitney merciless, able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the 1st. Back now in Houston, it's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the fourth. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Watson with a give to Miller. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins once again the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
44 is Mike. 44 is Mike. Check.
Out of the gun, Watson. And that is incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Justin Reed. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They begin with a run by Fournette. Tackle made by Whitney Merciless.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Minshew, 1st and 10. Sharks got it left side. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A Jacksonville 1st down on a pickup of 17.
Bravo. 41 Mike. 41 Mike. Quick toss.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Again, Minshew looking to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Bradley Roby there defensively. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. J.J. Watt. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, He hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure.
Watch the shit.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
I got you. I got you.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.